Like, my thing is like, I can treat people how I think they would like to be treated, and that is all I can do.
Yep.
And if someone is communicative with me and tells me like if I do something to offend them, or if I say something that's out of line and I, kind of put my foot in my mouth, like I try to not say things that are generally offensive. I mean, mainly because they're usually things that I find offensive. Like I understand, like if they're generally offensive, I usually realize why that is. Um,
Most people
but
do.
yeah, that's the general part of that. Um, but like I can't. Everybody's different, and like I can't. Here's an interesting here's a interesting way to articulate this. Um, so I've been talking about a lot of. So I think I've talked about this before. I'm non-binary. I like he him's still fine. I don't. It doesn't really bother me. Um, like inherently, like as a pronoun, it just doesn't really bother me. I don't like when someone's like, yeah, you're just one of the guys. Like I don't like shit like that. But like
Hmm.
pronoun wise, like he, him, or they, them is fine. I usually just say they, them, and like they, them's always okay, and he, him is usually okay. Is the best way to describe it. But yeah, quick spiel there. Relevant to anecdote. So like, there's a lot of discourse about like what is and isn't appropriate for like addressing non-binary people. And people keep saying, well, don't do that because some people find that offensive. Don't do that because some people find that offensive. I'm like, you're telling them not to call the non-binary people things all the things that I like to be called. Like you're telling them not to address people in the ways that I like to be addressed because some people find it offensive. And like that's a like I'm not dismissing the some people part of that. Like of course, like if that doesn't feel right to you, that's your prerogative 100%. Like I'm not trying to dismiss that, but it's weird because like I also don't like, I don't know why this got in the shot all of a sudden. um I also don't like this idea that like I don't know if there's like really a good answer, but like my knee jerk thing is like, wait, hold on, I like to be addressed that way. So what you're saying is you can't address anybody that way, but that's how I like to be addressed. So why do I lose out on this because some other minority doesn't like it? And that's like, it's hard to say that without sounding like I'm advocating for just like disregarding what other people. It's just like it's such a. I think you can see like the parallel I'm trying to make here, where it's like you can't know someone as an individual just by like seeing them.
Yep.
You can't know what their pronouns are. You can't know what how they like to be addressed. You can't know what's going on in their head. You can't read their mind. You don't know. And there's just like no real, especially like when it comes to the issue of like pronouns and like non-binary people and trans people and what have you, it just opens a whole fucking can of worms where that specific or where that thing is concerned, where that phenomenon is. Like there's just no uniform like they're not like things that are really established like gender binary like norms that just like wouldn't bother most people. Um like there's just so much gray area in between where some people are like, I like this kind of stuff and I like this kind of stuff and I'm more over here, and it just becomes, it's very individualistic like inherently. So it's hard to come up with like a uniform way to like please people. um which is why people are like, well, just call them non-binary persons or non-binary people. And I'm like, well, there's no shorthand, there's no nickname, you can't do anything else. And like, I'm rambling as per usual here, but like it's just, it's very, I'm not proposing any kind of answer or solution to that problem more than just saying it's very complicated. And it's,
Hmm.
it's something that is difficult to navigate. And I do like sympathize with people who are like, man, I just can't keep up with all this. Like I get that. I'm not offended by that. I understand that. Because I can rationally understand why they would feel that way, because I feel that way. like I consider myself part of that community and I feel that way. So fuck. Like it's just like people kind of like make it sound like it's a lot simpler than it is. It is complicated. These kind of things. And I am totally veering off from the original point I was trying to make, and now I'm just talking about non-binary shit. But like, I get fucking. It's like I can rant and ramble, and I can never like finish. Like I can never succinctly be like, and this is my point. Like that just never happens. I just keep talking, and then I just kind of like I had this problem. I was oh my god, I'm doing it again. But like I had this problem where I was trying to clip my stuff from my last stream, and I just could never like there's so many things where I was like, oh cool, we're talking about this. This seems like it'll be an interesting segment, and then I just kind of trail off at the end, and I'm like, fuck. Like where do I end this? Because I just kind of go, yeah, okay. And then like someone talks about a different issue in chat, and then I just start talking about that. It's like fuck. But to not do that again, general point that I'm making is like it's just like yeah, all you can do is try your best. Is basically what I'm dancing around here. Is like all you can do is try your best to respect people, and I think that me as a human person, if I say, hey, I'm this, and someone gives their honest, good faith, best effort to respect that about me, that is all I care about. And that's why I'm like super lax about like a lot of that shit. Like anything that doesn't invalidate like what I've like anything that doesn't openly disrespect the information that I just gave you about myself, like doesn't openly disrespect me at that point is fine. Like anything that like as long as you're trying your best, as long as you're trying to respect me as a human being, that's all I care about. And I can't tell other people how to be or what to think or what to do, and I'm not going to try to. But like for me, it's frustrating when someone tries and it feels like they have to like walk on eggshells to please people because they just can't get it. It sometimes it frustrates me from both sides because I see like someone clearly being hurt by the fact that like this bar isn't met, and I see the other person being frustrated because they're trying to do their best and like they aren't meeting it, and it's just but all you can do is try your best, and all you can do is go in like I think the standards that we should set for other fucking human beings like should literally like I don't think we should ask more of people than to be like, hey, please just try to do your best and try to care about me and try to respect me and respect people as a whole. Like try to make good faith efforts to do that. And when you slip up, it's not going to be that big of a deal because I know you're trying and I know that respect is there. Like that, I feel like generally speaking, like we should make more of an effort to have that be the bar. So that when someone's like somewhat ignorant about something, but they're trying to learn, they're trying to grow and get better, like they don't feel like they don't feel like they're going to be ostracized for not already having that information. Like that's kind of my general thing that I've been dancing around. Like, I don't know.
Future Connor, edit here.
Yeah, right. That's it. Hey, future Connor, this is where you stop the clip. If you end up making this a clip. Fuck.